I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Hey guys, it's Mela Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent the fires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Woo!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
All right, fans, hello and welcome to the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. This is Armando Galan. You are listening to Ohlone College men's baseball action live on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. We'll be back in exactly 2 minutes as we are getting ready for the national anthem here, and after the national anthem, we'll have our pregame formalities. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And that was the playing of our national anthem here on Renegade Field on the Fremont campus of Ohlone College. Before we get started, it's funny enough, they're actually sitting in front of me as I was actually planning to say this. I want to send a big hearty congratulations to our Ohlone softball team, beating the Chabot College Gladiators by a score of 9-1 this afternoon. And we also have a game going on behind us at the softball field in the next couple of minutes between Holy Names and another university of I can't remember the name, but Julie told me, head coach of the softball team, and I don't remember. Anyways, fans, you are here for baseball, and today is a good day to listen to some baseball as we got the Renegades and the American River Beavers. And so for the Renegades, after an awkward and unusual tie to Cañada College, which has officially been scored a tie through 14 innings, the Renegades barely fended off the Rams of San Francisco City College by a score of 6-5. And for the Beavers, they've lost 4 of their last 5. So for the Beavers, they're looking to try and find as much consistency as possible. And for the Renegades, they want to just, try to keep similar form as to what they found in the last 5 games, winning multiple games and playing exceptionally well as of late, with the bats coming alive and some timely pitching. And so on the mound this afternoon for the Renegades is going to be the starter Ethan Shaver. And Shaver, let's see if we can quickly find his pitching stats. He's got himself a fastball, curveball, cutter, and changeup. And on the season so far, not too big of a sample size for Ethan Shaver. This is what his season has looked like. It's going to be his 6th appearance on the season. He is 1-0 as a starter. 22 full innings pitched, 15 hits given up, 14 runs, 9 earned runs, 44 walks, 18 strikeouts, Ks through 9 of 736, and an ERA of 3.68. And coming up to bat now is going to be Dominic Ott, the sophomore outfielder at 5'10", batting at .282 to start this game. On base at .352 and slugging at .449. Here comes first pitch from Shaver. It is a fastball that misses the zone, and that's how this afternoon is going to start for the Renegades. First pitch at 2:33 p.m. Shaver now with his 1-0, kicks and deals, swings and misses there from Ott. Makes the count now 1-1. We will have live coverage of tomorrow's softball game starting 3 p.m. Is that correct? 3? 12. Okay. We'll figure it out. Ohlone Athletics, folks, as the 1-1 is fouled off to the left side. Go to OhloneAthletics.com and you'll click the button that says live stream. And then it'll take you right to us. So now the 1-2 again. Here it comes from Ethan Shaver. As he kicks and deals. It's a fastball swung on and missed there from Ott, and a strikeout to start this game here for Ethan Shaver. So now batting is going to be Ryland Druck, the batter number 19, freshman second baseman, batting at .283 to start this game. Here's the 0-0. It's a fastball in there for a strike. And Shaver, missed the zone actually. I thought I heard strike. My bad there. Shaver's fastball has some tail to it. So the 1-0 now from Shaver. Here it comes home. It's a bender that misses the zone, 2-1. Rather, not 2-1. So now the 2-0, here it comes home. Fastball fouled off to the right side. So here we go one more time from Shaver, the 2-1. Here it comes. In there for a strike. Makes it 2-2. Now Shaver with the 2-2. Awaits, kicks and deals. Here it comes. Bender just missed the zone, 3-2. So let's go over the weather real quick, and then after that we can get to the defensive alignment. 55 degrees here at Ohlone, and it's going to range up to the 57 mile an hour mark, or 57 degree mark. 6 mile an hour winds pushing out to right field here at Renegade Field as the 3-2 is a called strike 3, and Shaver with a backwards K and a K to start this game. Two different K varieties there. As we'll go over the defensive alignment now for the Renegades. From left to right in the outfield, Nystrom, Arakaki, and Tabata. From left to right in the infield, Calvillo, Hahn, Olympia, and Lindbergh. Nguyen putting down the signs, and Shaver is pitching. The 0-0 is swung on and missed there by the new batter number 30. And that is Jake Morrell. Jake Morrell batting at 125 to start this game. 0-1, here it comes on the outside corner, misses the zone, and he's batting from the left side. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Morrell, first baseman pitcher combo, freshman. Wynn pushing out to his power side. So definitely wants to get one in the air. 1-1, fouled off to the left side. This afternoon, a bit more of an intimate crowd. Not too many people today, just under 100, I would say. If that. 1-2. Here comes home. Bounces to the plate. So count is now 2-2. With 2 out here in the top of the first inning. And that 2-2 misses the zone. It is 3-2. The next batter to come up will be Wyatt Bollock, I believe that is his last name. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, anybody. As the 3-2 is fouled off to the left side and into the Renegades bullpen. Good thing we don't have any pitchers warming up. Matthew Linerman going to go get it over there in the bullpen. Good job. Now we focus attention back over to the plate. 3-2, here it comes. Well outside, and that'll be the first base runner for the Beavers in this game. So the next batter, Wyatt Bollock, and his stats so far in the season, 262, 311 on base, and 429 slugging. An outfielder-pitcher combo freshman. Standing at 6'5" to start this game. This is on the ground and weakly hit to the left side. Calvillo ranges over, throws it to first in time for the out. And so that'll do it. Renegades surrender a base runner on a walk. None score. We'll head to the bottom end of the first inning. Score is 0-0. You are listening to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And we are back, and guess what, folks? So is the wind. You can hear it bouncing off my microphone a little bit, so bear with us here. And we got a pitcher to tell you about. Pitcher this afternoon is going to be Connor Timmons. He's a sophomore right-hander in his 7th appearance on the season, 0-5 on the year, with 29.5 innings pitched, 29 hits given up, about a hit per inning. 34 runs, 19 are earned runs, 29 walks to 21 strikeouts. Case through 9 of 637. He's allowed 2 homers on the season with a 5.76 ERA. He's going to be facing this Ohlone lineup, which is plating some of their best bats. And Will Lindbergh, Cameron Calvillo, Jackson Nystrom, Jaden Arakaki, Mahida Tabata, Stevie Hom, Kyle Olympia, Calvin Nguyen, and Nino Voltaggio. And Lindbergh, who is playing at first base today. So far having a season to write home about. Batting at .486 to start this game. That is not a typo, folks. That is .486 to start this game. .591 on base and slugging at over 900. You want to put the league on notice. That's exactly how you do it right there. He takes a pitch on the outside corner for a ball and is 1-0 in the exact same spot, 2-0. Lindbergh has 3 homers on the season and 7 RBIs. Usually is in the leadoff spot, so that's why you typically wouldn't see very many RBIs from a leadoff hitter. But, I mean, if your leadoff hitter is hitting .486, I mean, that's that's something that even video games dream of. Takes on the outside corner, makes the count 3-1. 3-1, here it comes home, fouls off to the left side. On deck is Cameron Calvillo, batting at .305 on the season with 2 homers and 13 driven in. Now Lindbergh with the 3-2. Fastball challenge inside, missed the zone, and Lindbergh will take first. Here now is Cam. Calvillo with a .432 on base and .424 slugging. Has a double on the season. He's walked 11 times and only struck out twice. That definitely helps the on-base percentage for sure. As he takes a fastball in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Ran right in on his hands there. As the pitcher Timmons is a right-handed pitcher. And a pickoff play back at first. Almost had Lindbergh there. And Stevie Hom says, no, sir, with a little bit of a voice crack in the mix. 0-1, here it comes. It's a curveball that misses the zone. A throwback to first as Lindbergh got off the bag a little bit, but he's able to dive back safely. He's comfortable with his lead for sure. And another pickoff play. Miss. Not there, though. Lindbergh on the season has only stolen 4 bases. Although the Renegades do not steal very many bases. At least not individually. As a team, they have 47, but you're going to see players, majority players, only getting 6 on the season. Of course, we had Damian Stone, who had well over 30. As this is a pop-up straight up into center field. Center field arranging all the way in to make the play there for the first out. That was a bit of an awkward fly ball because as the fly ball was in the air, the sun was starting to creep in through the clouds a little bit, so it got brighter and brighter. So that's actually a really good play there by the center fielder to range all the way over to make that first out. Here now is Jackson Nystrom. And Lindbergh still trying to pick him off over there. And another pickoff play. No. Hey, if you do it a third time, is that a balk? Oh, wait, this is not the MLB. I forgot. All right, here's the 0-0. Swing and a miss there from Jackson Nystrom. Again, I will ask, how does everybody feel about those pace of play rules for baseball? Personally, I don't think it matters. Now here comes the 0-1. It's on the outside corner and missed. 1-1. And Nystrom, who's had himself an amazing season as well. .433 hitting, .526 on base, .867 slugging, and 7 home runs, 23 driven in. Another pickoff play of Will Lindbergh. But guess what? He's safe, so. So now with the 1-1, Timmons. Fastball that bounces away from the catcher, and Lindbergh is going to move up 90 feet on the wild pitch. So now with the 2-1, Timmons. Fastball bounces to the plate. Makes the count now 3-1. On deck is Jaden Arakaki. You got a .326 batter on deck. So now Jackson Nystrom with the 3-1 count. Hitters count here all the way with a runner at second in scoring position. It's a fastball that is bounced to the left side and called foul. Count is now 3-2. So now with the 3-2 again, Timmons checks Lindbergh, and he's going to steal for third. And this is a fastball that is grounded and fouled to the left side. And looks like Lindbergh might have actually made it safely there. He had himself a really deep lead. He was halfway down the line with his lead already when the pitch left the hand of Timmons. So I imagine that is going to be a similar call here. Here we go. Fastball that's grounded to the left side. Third baseman having trouble with it as he knocked it down, and it stayed right underneath his knee, and he was trying to feel around for it. Couldn't quite find it. And so I believe, no, that it's not going to be scored a base hit. It's going to be scored an error. And Nystrom is going to reach on an E5. Lindbergh is going to stay at second, though. And here now is Jaden Arakaki, the left-hander. With the 0-0, it's a fastball. Missed the zone. 0-1 the count. Or sorry, 1-0 the count. What am I saying? 0-1. Just said it missed the zone. So now with the 1-0. Here comes Timmons trying to pick off Lindbergh, and he got him this time. And so Lindbergh is thrown out at second, and there are now 2 out. Well, it's just another example of if you try hard enough, eventually you will succeed. Line drive to the right side. A jumping play there by the second baseman. Couldn't quite get it. Nystrom rounds second, heads to third. So the Renegades will have runners at the corners now with 2 out. But now that pickoff play is it looms even larger now, as it would have been 1-0 Renegades with a base hit there. So a great job there by the Beavers, and that's something you need to do, you know, when you're struggling like that, is just try to pick off runners. Get outs by any means necessary, but also don't commit errors. This is bounced to the left side and fouled off by Mahi, who is the next batter. 0-1, and Mahi batting at .296 to start this game, .424 on-base percentage, and .500 slugging. 3 home runs, 16 driven in. Looking for his 17th RBI this season. If he can find a gap, maybe he can even get his 17th and 18th. He's got good speed with Jaden Arakaki at first base. And a 1-1 count. Here it comes home. Bounce to the left side and fouled off. So now Mahi trying to protect by any means necessary here. 1-2 count. And they just got Jaden Arakaki down the line. And Nystrom is going to break off and get thrown out at home. So this is exactly what happened here. Arakaki was trying to steal second, and the Beavers played it perfectly. Froze him down the line and threw the ball to second. As the ball was thrown to second, Nystrom broke off of third and was going home. And the throw home was in time to throw out Nystrom. And so the Renegades, a completely blown opportunity here. 2 runners thrown out. And the score remains 0-0 as we will head to the top end of the second. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, and we are back here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel, and a couple of base running mistakes from the Renegades ran them out of a potential big inning. They had 2 runners on with 1 out, and a runner was thrown out at second in Will Lindbergh, and they got 2 runners on again after that, and a runner was thrown out at home on a base running mistake from the runner at first. So Shaver will come back to the mound. And his first pitch misses the zone. We couldn't quite see the number there for the Beavers, so give me a minute here on the batter. A 1-0, here it comes home. Fastball in there for a strike. Next batter is number 18. And there is not an 18 listed on this stat sheet. Swing and a miss there.
Shaver, I love you, man.
And there is no number 18, so swing and a miss there on the 1-1 makes it 1-2. If there are any Beaver fans who know who this person is, let me know, please. Mr. Mysterious now, down 1-2. Lines this one to center field, and it is off the glove of Stevie Hahn as it took an awkward hop away from his glove there, and it was kind of shallow into the infield, angling out to center field. So Stevie with a good play. But it is off his glove, and it's going to be a base hit. And so now with the runner at first, Shaver tries to pick him off to no avail. The next batter is going to be the catcher, number 4, Aiden Imperial. He's a freshman, batting at .243 as the runner back at first base getting picked off again, and he's safe again. On base of .391 and .270 slugging. Aiden Imperial. It's got to be a really cool last name. Imagine being called Mr. Imperial as he takes inside on a fastball that hits him, and he will be awarded first base. So there are 2 runners on, none out. Next batter is Darren Eels, batting at 172, 312 on base and 266 slugging. One of 4 players that has a home run on the season, 8 RBIs, 8 walks, 21 strikeouts. And Calvin Nguyen giving a sign now to the infield. Now he squats back down behind home plate. We're ready for the first pitch of this at-bat. Shaver got to find a way out of this second inning jam. Here comes his 0-0. As the infielders are anticipating a bunt play, and as a bunt down the third baseline, and perfectly played there as both the middle infielders faded into the corner bags. And on the play, Calvillo fielded the bunt, threw it to third in time for the first out. So marks that a 5-6 bunt, or failed bunt there, failed bunt attempt to move a runner up, and there is now 1 out in the inning. Here now is number 12, Anthony Packard. So well played by the Renegades there, as they were definitely prepared for that. That's a gamble too, because you know, if you are anticipating a bunt like that and moving the middle infielders to the line to cover the bags, and moving your corner infielders up to cover the bunt, if that batter pulls back and swings, nobody's in the middle of the infield to stop it. But the gamble works out, as the Renegades had a good inkling that a bunt play was coming there. As the 1-0, it's a curveball in there for a strike, either a curveball or a slider. Makes the count 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 now. Fouled off to the left side, and 1-2 now. Packard batting at 193, 220 on base, 298 slugging. One of 4 players who has a home run also, and 8 RBIs. He has 1 walk and 15 strikeouts. I'd love to try and find a way here to stay alive in this at-bat, down 1-2. Or even find some grass. 1-2, ran him inside and missed the mark. 2-2 now. Now with the 2-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss there. Shaver with his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon already. Yeah, that's a big one there. 2 out now. So now with the 0-0, it's a pickoff play back to first, not in time for the out there. Looked like it might have been. The next batter is Marcus Babayuta, and Babayuta is batting at 149, 167 on base, and 149 slugging. And the 0-0 misses the zone on the outside corner. Babayuta batting from the left side batter's box. Makes the count now 1-0. Now with the 1-0, well outside. 2-0. And Shaver got to be thinking to himself here, I'm just a pitch away from getting out of this jam. Just a pitch away. Can't put too much pressure on himself in this situation. 2-0, here it comes, well outside. 3-0, and 3 misses well outside there from Ethan Shaver. Now he's getting a sign now from Stevie Hom. And Shaver, take a deep breath now. Relax, stay loose. 3-0. This is your time to shine. And for Babayuta, he takes on the outside corner for a strike. I was about to say, perfect time to do whatever you want. Be aggressive, be patient, whatever you'd like here. And he decided to be patient. It was a pitch on the outside corner for a slider, mind you, and was able to get back into the zone there with that 3-0. So now with the 3-1, target is set outside again. It's a fastball that has popped up to the left side and foul. The count is now run full. So now a 3-2. Here comes down to Bubba Yuta from Shaver as he spins back around to try and pick off the runner at second, but just kind of stares him back down to the bag. So another 3-2. Here it comes. It's well outside, and Bubba Yuta is going to walk. So the bases are now loaded. Back to the top of the order with Dominic Ott. He is also one of 4 batters with a home run on the season, 9 RBIs. He's got a great chance here to break this game wide open. Now for the Renegades, any base, bases loaded, 2 out. Here we go. The 0-0 from Shaver. And a good block there from Nguyen as that pitch was well outside and bouncing to the plate, mind you, too. 1-0 now. Now with the 1-0, here it comes home. Ott bounces this one to the left side. Stevie going to the short way to second, and the inning is over. So the Beavers will, the Renegades will strand 3 Beaver runners. No hits given up so far, and we'll head into the bottom end of the second. It is 0-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Where's your emergency? Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
All right, fans, we are back, and so far this has been the weirdest first 2 innings of a game I've seen in a while. No hits given up by the Renegades, but they have surrendered they have allowed now 5 runners to reach on base, and none of them have scored for the Beavers. And then for the Renegades, they have a hit and 3 runners stranded, 2 of them thrown out on the base pads. One of them picked off of second, and another one thrown out trying to score home after a runner was caught in no man's land trying to steal second. And so we've been having a bit of an awkward game so far as we are into to the bottom of the second. And if you're just joining us, it's been a weird one. I mean, there's really not much to say from there. It's been a weird one. Here's your the 0-1 to Mahi, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop who can't quite corral it. Goes in and out of his glove, and Mahi is going to reach there on what will definitely be scored in E6. Here now is Stevie Hom, and Homer was a bomber back in on Saturday against San Francisco City College. Let's talk about what Homer's season has looked like so far. 273 batting, 385 on base, and 436 slugging. Starting to get more and more of a starting role as his 0-0 missed the zone. Here comes his 0-1. It's a fastball that also misses the zone, and it is 2-0. So now with the 2-0, runs in on the hands of Stevie Hom, and he will watch that one for ball 3. 3-0 now. And Timmons Gotta try and find the zone here. Here comes the 3-0. Fastball bounces to the plate, and Stevie will take first base. And Kyle Olympia was just getting instructions there from Coach Curran. I wonder if the Curran special is on the way here, if you guys know what I mean. Here comes the 0-0, and here it comes, definitely. Olympia scoring up the bunt there, but it was a breaker that missed the zone, so he pulls back, and it is the Curran special. The good old bunt. The good old small ball play. Olympia squaring up, lays this one down the third baseline. Third baseman has it, throws it to first. No, he does not. He keeps it in his back pocket, and Olympia is going to be safe. Bases are now loaded for Calvin Nguyen. And Calvin Nguyen, batting at .450, on base is .621, and slugging at .900, has 2 home runs on the season with 6 driven in. And we have a mound visit here from the Beavers staff. So while we have this break in action, I just quickly wanted to talk about something that it's just a recent thought that I had that I wrote down. So just quickly wanted to talk about this. You know, mental illness affects 57.8 million people around the world, which equates to over 50% of our population as humans. And, you know, mental health, it can be a very intimidating topic. It can be very intimidating to talk about, even admit that you have mental health issues, but it's the utmost importance that you remind yourself that there's absolutely nothing not normal about having a mental health issue. And love will always beat anything. Depression, aggression, anything. And so always remember, whether it's depression or not, love is the way. To love and to receive love. As we return back to play here on the field, the 0-0 to Nguyen was in there for a strike. So here comes his 0-1 now. It's a fastball that he fouls off to the right side, and it's 0-2. And so Nguyen steps out of the box, readjusts his gloves and his grip on the bat, steps back into the box. Down 0-2 here, trying to find some grass or a gap. Here's the 0-2. Fastball well elevated in the zone. 1-2. A 1-2 again here from Timmons. On the ground to the left side, third baseman has it, goes home for 1. And no, the catcher loses control of it, and Mahi, diving to home, did not step on the bag, and he is tagged out. Wow, this game is all kinds of weird so far.
Good, but dang it. I know, right? Yeah.
And so here now is Nino Voltaggio as he swings and misses there at his 0-0. And it makes the count now 0-1. Voltaggio, also a very, very good hitter, batting from the 9 spot. Batting at .268 to start this game, .359 on base and .500 slugging, 3 home runs and 19 driven in. His 0-2 is in there for a strike. He's down 0-2 himself now. And here we go. Fastball elevated and missed, and it's 1-2. So this game, I mean, it's just been all kinds of weird. like tons of base running mistakes from both teams to start this game. And that's something that, you know, especially if you're the Renegades, you didn't think you were going to hear. 1-2, misses the zone, 2-2. And I can't speak as much for the Beavers because I've not seen any of their games. I've not seen film on them. So you can judge however you'd like on that. However, I would imagine, you know, base running mistakes are not like them either. As the 2-2 is swung on and missed there from Voltaggio, and there are 2 outs now in the inning. Here now is Will Lindbergh, and he walked in his last opportunity. And the Renegades, after getting the bases loaded with no outs, in danger of stranding all of them. Here comes the 0-0 from Timmons. Misses the zone. Apparently, and it is now 1-0. Looks like a good pitch to me. And Timmons now going to get a warning from the pitcher, or from the home plate umpire. And I'm not sure what's going on here. Home plate umpire has picked up something on his scorecard. I guess he's writing something down. I thought he was giving a warning there to the pitcher Timmons, and I thought maybe Timmons was not happy with the call because that looked like a strike that he threw. We'll move on though. 1-0, here it comes. In there for a strike. So now the 1-1. Lindbergh awaits. Here it comes. And it is flared out to left field and deep. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's a grand slam for Will Lindbergh. Bye, baby. And so Apo Taco there for Will Lindbergh as he completely unloads the bases and blows this game wide open. It is 4-0 Renegades. Let's get the hashtag #ByeByeBaby going in the chat. Here now is Cameron Calvillo as his 0-0 misses the zone, and it is 1-0. And he pops this one up to right field now and deep. Back goes the right fielder into foul territory. He slams up against the fence but makes the final out. And so the Renegades able to plate 4 of them there, although they made it interesting for sure. We'll head into the bottom end of the the top end of the third. What am I saying here? Score is 4-0 Renegades.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And so, Dave Lindbergh, I know you're always in the chat. Hope you enjoyed that call there as Will Lindbergh went deep for a grand slam there to put the Renegades ahead by a score of 4-0. And, I mean, off the bat, it looked a bit awkward because it went opposite field. It was in on his hands. I was thinking to myself, no way he's going to flare this thing all the way out of the park on a pitch inside opposite field on his hands, but he did. And Will Lindbergh showing off his fantastic strength that he's got, his raw power, and all the muscle. That's all the weight room stuff that he's been doing, and also just good mechanics overall in his swing. Somehow was able to find a way to put it over the wall on a pitch that gave him fits inside. And so Renegades up 4-0 here. And so now here is the batter number 19, Rylan Druck, and he takes a fastball that's in there for a strike. Ethan Shaver still pitching here in this game. Here comes the 0-1 now. It's a breaker that finds the zone for a strike. So now with the 0-2, Shaver kicks and deals. Here it comes. Fastball that's grounded to the left side. And Stevie has it, throws it to first in time for the out there. Now batting is going to be the batter number 30, Jake Morrell. So far, Shaver, 3 strikeouts in this game, and it's pitched pretty well so far. He's given up a couple of walks, but able to limit the damage. What am I saying here? Not even giving up any damage on the walks, as this pitch goes inside and it hits Morrell right across the shins, so he is going to go to first. Here now is Wyatt Balky. Oh, it's Balky. That makes sense, actually. What am I saying, Balak? It's Balky, like Trent Balky. That makes sense, actually. All right, I figured that one out. Having a bit of a funny moment here. Wyatt Balky now up, and he pops this one up to right field. Medium distance as Mahi is under it for the second out of the inning. Balky, first pitch swinging there. 2 out. And here now is the mysterious batter, number 18, who is not listed on the roster sheet or the stat sheet. Yeah, normally if somebody is not listed on the roster sheet, he's listed on the stat sheet, or even she for that matter, as this fastball is fouled off to the right side. But, I mean, this individual, absolutely nowhere. Some might say he's a legend of some sort. Here comes the 0-1. No, it's a pickoff play back to first, not in time for the out, though. Here comes the 0-1 now from Shaver. As he kicks and deals. On the ground, up the middle, and through. No! Olympia able to make the diving play and throws him out! And so I was about to say, that is the first hit that the Beavers will have, but no. They will have to wait until the top end of the fourth to try and get their first hit as a team. As somehow, some way, Olympia was able to make the sliding play there, prop back up and throw it back to first in time for the out. What a play by Kyle Olympia as we'll head to the bottom end of the third. It is 4-0 Renegades.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, and we are back, folks, and Kyle Olympia at second base making one of the best plays that we have seen at second base on this field ever. As it was deep in the hole in the middle of the infield, and somehow Olympia was able to just range all the way back on a sliding play, prop back up, and throw the runner back out at first. And so Olympia stealing a hit away from the Beavers. Now here is Jackson Nystrom, as Nystrom took a first pitch fastball that was in there for a strike, and his 0-1 bounces to the plate. It is 1-1 now. Timmons still pitching out there for the Beavers. And I mean, so far, it's just been one swing of the bat that's been the difference. He gave up a grand slam in the bottom end of the second, and that's it. That is all that the Renegades have gotten off of him so far. And I mean, you know, typically you would love, as the 2-1 is fouled off to the right side, you would love for, you know, like the one thing that you give up be a solo homer or a 2-run homer, something that's not going to light up the scoreboard, but then a grand slam that lights up the scoreboard like none other. As the 2-2 misses the zone, and it's 3-2. So if you're a Renegade, you're just like, great, we had the one swing of the bat at the right time. And then if you're the Beavers, you're thinking, worst possible time. 3-2 runs inside and hits Nystrom in the back, and so he'll take first base. I feel like I've been saying a lot of hit by pitches. I felt like I didn't say that as much last season. Here now is Jaden Arakaki. He is 1 for 1 on the afternoon, had a base hit in his last attempt. So now the 0-0 in there for a strike. On deck is Mahi Dabata. And a pickoff play back at first base of Jackson Nystrom to no avail. Count still 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Bender that finds the zone. 0-2 now. So now at the 0-2, Arakaki awaiting. Here it comes from Timmons. And it bounced to the plate. Check swings. Yes, says the midfield umpire. And Arakaki will go down on strikes. So now there's one out here in the inning. And here now is Mahi. And a pickoff play back at first base to no avail again. So now the 0-0 in there for a strike. Makes the count now 0-1. So now with the 0-1 and a steal of second base, it's a grounder to the second baseman. And with Nystrom stealing on the play and having a pretty big lead off of first base, one was all the Beavers were ever going to get on that play. The out is thrown to first, but Nystrom was able to move up to second there. So for the Beavers, they'll trade that at least. They'll take a 4-3 here with 2 out. But the runner, Nystrom, in scoring position, and anything really in the outfield can score him with his speed. Here now is Stevie Hom as the 0-0 misses the zone. Stevie reached on a walk in his last opportunity, ended up scoring. He was the first of 4 runs that were scored by a Will Lindbergh grand slam in the bottom end of the second inning, as the 1-0 is in there for a strike. So now with the 1-1 Timmins, we're going to try and find any way to get Stevie Hom out here on this, in this at bat, and 1-1 misses the zone. 2-1. On deck will be Kyle Olympia. So the 2-1, line to the left side, down for a base hit. It is down the line and it heads right underneath the 315. Nystrom scores, and Stevie Hom with a RBI 2-out double makes the score now 5-0 in favor of the Renegades. And here now is Kyle Olympia. So now at the 0-0, Timmins with a fastball that bounces away from the zone, and it is 1-0. Calvin Nguyen on deck for the Renegades as Olympia waits his 1-0. Here it comes home, misses the zone, and it's 2-0. So now with the 2-1, Olympia probably going to get something to hit here. 2-0, and it is a pick, almost a pickoff play there. It was a spin around from Timmins to entice Stevie to go back to second there on the play. And Sherry, it's good to have you again. I hope Ethan is doing well. Tell him I said hi. 2-0, check swing. In there for a strike. You're going to say yes on the check swing there. So 2-1 from Timmins. Here it comes. Fastball misses the zone, and it's 3-1. Low and outside. So Olympia with a 3-1, here it comes. It's a fastball in there for a strike. 3-2 now the count, full count with 2 out. Here comes the 3-2 home now. And well inside on Lindbergh, what am I saying? Well inside on Olympia, so he'll take first base. Here now is Calvin Nguyen. On deck will be Nino Voltaggio. So with a runner at second being Hom and a runner at first being Olympia, Nguyen looking to try and find a gap and increase this lead for the Renegades. 4 hits for the Renegades, 5 runs scored and an error, 2 errors for the Beavers. No runs and no hits. 0-0 misses the zone and it is 1-0 now as Nguyen steps back in the box. He started his count 0-2 and was able to find a way aboard on a fielder's choice. 1-0 misses the zone, and it's 2-0. And almost no wind to speak of, as the American flag out in left center is straight up. 2-0. Fouled off to the right side. So now with the 2-1 to win, going to take his time to get back into the box here, and gotta like the patience he's showing at the plate here. So now with the 2-1, here comes home. It's a fastball that misses the zone, and it's 3-1 now. If Nguyen finds a way on base, Voltaggio will be up next. 3-1. Hitters count here for Nguyen. Here it comes. It's a fastball. Late strike call there, as Nguyen had already flipped the bat and was about a quarter of the way down the line there as the strike was called. Now Calvin with a 3-2. Here comes home. Runners all stealing, and this is line to left field for a base hit. Stevie Hom rounds third, and he will take home uncontested, scoring on the play there for the Renegades. And it is now 6-0 Renegades. Here now is Nino Voltaggio with 2 out and 2 on. And a nice little inning so far for the Renegades. 2 runs scored. Want to try and pour it on here as Voltaggio awaits his 0-0. It's a fastball elevated in the zone, and it's in there for a strike. So Stevie Hom scoring twice in this game already. As the 0-0 or the 0-1 misses the zone, and it is 1-1. On deck will be Will Lindbergh. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing, strike called. So the 1-2 now, as Voltaggio awaits. Probably doesn't want to strike out again here. Here comes this 1-2. Well outside for a ball. 2-2 with 2 out and 2 runners on. A ton of twos on the scoreboard. It's a 2-2-2-2 count. How about that? Here comes the 2-2 home. Timmons kicks and deals. Fastball bounces to the plate, and it's 3-2. And so Voltaggio now. Awaiting his 3-2. Here it comes. From Timmons, he kicks and deals. No, a pickoff play back to second. Safe is Olympia. Here comes the 3-2 now. Again. It is popped up. It's a fastball, middle in, popped up to right, and caught for the final out. And so the Renegades score 2 here in the inning, improve their lead to 6-0. We'll be back with more baseball action in the top of the 4th inning in 30 seconds, live from the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we are back here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. Ethan Shaver still on the mound for the Renegades. He has pitched through 3 innings. His defense giving up 1 error, but no runs, and something else that he hasn't given up. You guys know where to fill in the blank there. Don't want to say it out loud, so we'll move on. Here now is Aiden Imperial, the catcher, as he stands into the right side batter's box. And here we go, top of the 4th inning. 6-0 Renegades. Here comes the 0-0. In there for a strike. And so now the 0-1, here it comes home, bounces, and Nguyen able to scoop that up there on the bounce. 1-1 is the count. So now with the 1-1, Shaver has this 1-1 fouled off to the left side. 1-2. So now with the 1-2, Shaver kicks and deals. It's a changeup that was fouled back to the screen, and it was off of Nguyen. He kind of shakes it off a little bit. Why am I putting 2-2? It's 1-2 still. So the count will stay 1-2. Shaver now kicking and dealing. On the ground to the left side. Calvillo able to stab at it. And the throwback to first, in and out of the glove of Will Lindbergh. And that is going to be scored in error. As it kind of bounced back to Will Lindbergh there, I'm pretty sure the error is going to officially go to Calvillo there. It's going to officially be called an E5. And so here we go now with the next batter as Shaver kicks and deals. It's a bender that hits the zone there, 0-1. It looks like a slider potentially there. Darren Eels, the batter for the Beavers. As the 0-1 misses the zone. And the 1-1, not even a pitch, it's actually a pickoff play back to first, not in time for the out. Thanks for that, Silva. 1-1 step off the bag there for Shaver as Silva came and gave me a massage on my on my shoulders. He knows I get tense during these games. And this is Flared out to left field and deep. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is off the foul pole. Or was it not? It was not. It looked like it was off the foul pole there. It was off the top of the fence. Okay. All right, so officially that was off the top of the fence. If it was off the foul pole, then it would have been a two-run homer for the Beavers, but it was off the fence, so it goes foul officially. Here now is the 1-2 again from Shaver.
Yeah.
Fastball in, no, misses the zone.
Spot. Great spot, kid. I love it, Picasso.
So everybody got to take a deep breath there after that. 2-2. And a pickoff play back to first, not in time for the out there. So now with the 2-2, Shaver kicks and deals. Fastball that is flared and fouled right behind us. And, you know, you kind of don't like that sometimes. When it goes straight up and you look up and you're like, you hear everybody yelling heads and you're like, I don't see it. It's about to hit you right in the head. Doink. All right. 2-2. Shaver kicks and deals. Fouled off to the left side, but had the home run distance. It's actually really bold of me to say foul right off the bat, but it definitely was going foul there. And Darren Eels, ever so close here in this at-bat, twice with a swing that had home run distance. That goes foul. 2-2 again here. Shaver got to try and find a way to work out of this jam. Fastball fouled off to the right side again, and it is 2-2 still. And this is where the old battle comes from right here. Eels somehow staying alive in this at-bat. Doing a nice job thus far. Trying to find something to hit as there's a pickoff play by Shaver back to first. Not in time. This is all a lot of work for Shaver right now. And now another pickoff play to no avail. And so Shaver now with the 2-2. Trying to find any way to retire Eels, and Eels trying to find any way to get on base here. Here we go, 2-2. Swing and a miss there from Shaver. Finally able to find something to get swing and miss with there. And that's good for, I believe now, his fourth strikeout of the afternoon. Here now is Anthony Packard, a freshman third baseman. Now Packard with the 0-0. In there for a strike. And so far we have an hour, 19 minutes, and 9 seconds of total play time in the top of the fourth inning. Shaver with his 0-1. It's a fastball in. Yes, in there for a strike. Having a little bit of trouble here trying to pick up the zone, but definitely was in there for a strike. 0-2. Now Shaver with his 0-2. Bounces to the plate. And so now with the 1-2. Shaver kicks and deals. Bounce to the left side. Calvillo has it, throws it to second in time for one. Back to first, and the slide knocks Olympia onto the ground. And midfield umpire called safe, but then it clearly was out there on the play as he stepped on the bag. So there are now 2 out on a fielder's choice there. And so after that, Shaver now working on his next batter, and it is on the outside corner for a ball. Next batter is number 35, and that is Marcus Babayuta. So Packard is at first, folks, as he reached on a fielder's choice. The 1-1 misses the zone to Babayuta. And so now with a 2-1, Shaver comes back into the zone with a strike there on a fastball. So now with the 2-1, outside for a ball. So now 3-0, or 3-1 rather. Good hitters count here. And the pitch is going to be on the outside corner for a walk. So the batter, Babayuta, able to walk. And here now is Dominic Ott, and coming out to talk to Shaver is going to be the pitching coach.
Man, I had a serious workout yesterday. I'll tell you what, that workout, I hammered legs yesterday.
TC Fairfield, I don't know why I blanked out there. TC Fairfield coming out. Looking to talk to Shaver here. And I mean, Shaver so far pitching well, but it has been a bit of a grind for him. He's not totally carving through this lineup, at least not by any stretch of the imagination, but so far getting the job done, it hasn't been easy. That's the only part. But nonetheless, getting the job done. Mound visit's over with now. Dominic Ott pops this deep to left field. Nystrom ranging back, running out of room, makes the play on the warning track. And so Shaver is through 4 innings without giving up a hit. We will head to the bottom end of the 4th. 6-0 is the score in favor of the Ohlone College Renegades. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, fans, and we are back here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. You are listening to Ohlone College baseball action live from the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. And, man, it's been a fun one so far. If you are a Renegade, through 4 innings defensively, the Renegades have not given up a hit. And have committed 2 errors, though. Although none of them have come around to hurt Ohlone by any stretch of the imagination. They have given up no runs on the game so far. And so on deck for the Renegades is going to be Lindbergh, Calvillo, and Nystrom. And we got a pitching change to tell you about. So close the book on Connor Timmons. He will have surrendered 6 runs off of 5 hits, 2 errors committed by his defense. I do not believe, actually, that he has earned run given up. I think they were all given up after giving up the errors. So I believe they are all unearned. If not, definitely none of the Grand Slam runs were earned runs, as those were runners put on by errors. Miles Meyer is going to be the new pitcher for the Beavers. He's a right-handed sophomore, number 25, in his 10th appearance on the season. He's 0-2, 17 innings pitched, 18 hits given up, 28 runs, 21 earned, 21 walked, 14 struck out, 741 Ks through 9. He's given up a homer on the season. He's got an 11.12 ERA. And here now is Lindbergh, who is 1 for 1 with a grand slam. And also a walk in the first inning in this game. Was picked off at second after walking, though. As his 0-0 hits the zone and is 0-1 now. And so now with the 0-1, here comes home. Misses the zone. And the Holy Names University game happening on the softball field is now underway. I hear the starting lineups are being called in the background. Here comes the 1-1. Misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And so now with a 2-1, here comes home, and it is popped up the middle and grounded up the middle for a base hit. Lindbergh 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Here now is Cameron Calvillo.
Third baseman, number 2, Cameron Calvillo.
Calvillo now, standing in the box. Here comes his 0-0. Line to the right side. Second baseman didn't have a play at second base, so he throws it to first in time for 1. So on the fielder's choice, Lindbergh is going to be able to move up 90 feet, but Calvillo is thrown out on a 4-3 rather. And here now is Jackson Nystrom. So Nystrom, who is reached on an error and a walk on this in this game, or was he? He was hit by a pitch. Reached on an error and a hit by pitch in this game so far. Has scored also in this game. Looking for his first hit of the game. It will be a great time to get a hit, as Will Lindbergh is at second with great speed. In the 1-0 from Meyer misses the zone, and it's 2-0. So now with a 2-0, Meyer kicks and deals. No, he does not. He kicks and deals now. Fastball in there for a strike. So now with a 2-1, Meyer kicks and deals. Swing and a miss there from Nystrom on a fastball challenge up and in on the hands. So the count is now 2-2. Wind is blowing out to center field, but not by very much. Jaden Arakaki on deck for the Renegades here with one out. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball that is fouled off. No, that actually looked like a bender that was fouled off. So now with the 2-2, here comes home. And it is very, very high and outside there for a ball 3-2. So now a 3-2 here from Meyer to Jackson Nystrom. It's a fastball challenge inside that was well high and too far inside. And Nystrom will take first base. And so he's gotten on base with every single means, by every single means necessary that does not involve getting a base hit. He's reached on an error, he's been hit by a pitch, and now he's walked. So his on-base percentage is going to skyrocket, clearly. Here now is Jaden Arakaki, who was stricken out and gotten a single in this game. As he bounces this one to the right side, first baseman has it, and that will be a 3 unassisted. 90 feet awarded there to Lindbergh and Nystrom, however. So they will both be in scoring position, both being dangerous base runners indeed, with a Arakaki 3 unassisted. And so here now is Mahi, who reached on an error himself and then grounded out to second base. Swings and misses at his 0-0. Makes the count now 0-1. .401 p.m. is the time. 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 59 seconds played in this game. Now at the 0-1 to Tabata. Here comes home, and it is flared out to left field and deep. Left fielder able to make the final out there. Had some trouble with it. That's not an easy play to make as the sun is right in his face, but good job there to record the final out. So the Renegades will strand 2 runners and could not score any of them. They will head into the top end of the 5th. They lead by a score of 6-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this break.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we are back here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. This is Armando Galan. You are listening to Ohlone College Baseball Action live on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. And so far, let me paint the scene for you. 6 hits for the Renegades, 2 errors committed, and 6 runs scored. And for the Beavers, no hits, 2 errors, and no runs. So here now is Jake Morrell and Mr. and Mrs. Shaver, both in attendance. Ethan Shaver's parents, his mother and his father, both in attendance, and currently talking actually to Jack Hom, the father of Stevie Hom. Morrell takes a fastball in there for a strike. And Shaver, now with the 0-1. Bender in there for a strike. 0-2 is now the count. So now with the 0-2, Shaver awaits here. He gets the sign for no in, kicks and deals. It's a slider that is fouled off to the left side. And so now Shaver with pitch number 72 coming to the plate. He kicks and he deals. Fastball high and inside for a ball. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss there. Shaver with another strikeout. Got him swinging for his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. As now Jake Morrell is actually hitting. Sorry about that. Jake Morrell is now the one hitting. I don't know. I think maybe it was number 32, Jonah. No. Would not have been him either. Mysterious. But Morrell in the count now 1-0, and he puts this one on the ground to the left side on his 1-0, and it is a 6-3. 2 out now. Here now is number 11, Wyatt Balke. Swing and a miss there from Balke. Count now 0-1 as Shaver kicks and deals. Swing and a miss there, 0-2 to Balke. And Shaver is dealing now. Now 0-2 to Balke from Shaver. Here it comes. Fastball barely missed the zone there. 1-2. And now with the 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Stevie has it. Throws it to first. 18 down here for the Beavers. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ethan Shaver. He will go into the 6th inning doing something historic, if you know what I mean. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this message.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
All right, folks, and we are back here, and a bid for history is on the line so far for the Renegades. Defensively speaking, 18 outs, and not a single you-know-what. But for the Renegades, offensively, 6 hits, 2 errors given up, and 6 runs given up. Here now is Stevie Hom. As Stevie takes a pitch elevated in the zone for a strike. 0-1 is the count. So now with the 0-1, here it comes. It is inside there. Makes the count now 1-1. Stevie, 1 for 1 on the afternoon. He's scored twice in this game so far. He walked in his first opportunity, was one of the runs scored by the Will Lindbergh grand slam, as he's hit by a pitch there and will reach. So here now is Kyle Olympia, and thank you, Becky, for your kind comment. As Kyle fouls off his 0-0 to the screen. 0-1 is the count. And so now with the 0-1, a breaker that misses the zone. 1-1 is the count. And so now with the 1-1, Mayer has his 1-1 in and out of the glove of the catcher Imperial, and no passed ball or wild pitch there, as Stevie stayed at first on the play. So 2-1. And it is low and outside there on that 2-1. And Olympia in a perfect spot here to walk now or get something to hit. 3-1. This is exactly what you want. Here comes the 3-1. It bounces to the plate, and Olympia will take his base. Here now is Calvin Nguyen. Nguyen is going to square up to bunt there, pulls back, and the pitch is called a strike there on a breaker. Misses, or hits the zone and is 0-1 now. So now with the 0-1, Nguyen watches this fastball well inside there for a ball. And now Curran is going to call him back over and talk to him. That was a fastball on the good old 3-1 spot, if you know what I'm talking about when it comes to the pitching gradient. The 3-1 spot meaning up and in on the right-handers, usually. Although teams do have their own, terminology for the 3-1 spot, where 3-1 spot will mean for one team up and in on their righties. It might mean up and in on the lefties or low and in on a righty. But typically the universal one is 3-1 means up and in on a righty, as the 1-1 was squared up to bunt there by Nguyen, and it stays foul. So it's 1-2 now, and the bunt play, I imagine, would be over with here. On a 1-2 count, and none out. On deck is going to be Joe Silva, and he will be coming in for Voltaggio's spot, so I believe we've seen the last of Nino Voltaggio this afternoon. As the 1-2 bounces away from the zone, 2-2. Now the 2-2. Inside. And the count is now 3-2. So now the 3-2 to Calvin Nguyen. Here it comes. Both runners are stealing on the play, and Nguyen takes inside on a fastball, and it is ball 4. So the Renegades will walk the bases loaded here on a hit by pitch and 2 walks. Here now is Joe Silva. So Silva taking over Voltaggio's spot. And the cold weather starting to creep in here at Ohlone College. Here comes the 0-0. Silva grounds this one to the left side. It stays fair. Step on the back for 1. Throw to first in time for the second out. A 5-3 double play there. No, yes, 5-3 double play there. But the Renegades are able to score a run on the play.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1, Will Lindbergh.
So the score is now going to be 7-0 Renegades on the 5-3 double play. And now Will Lindbergh is hitting, and he fouls this 0-0 to the left side and almost caught there in foul territory for the third out. And so the Renegades, who had themselves in prime position here for a huge inning, now all of a sudden 2 out. And that huge inning looking like it could end up being a really just a tiny, tiny notch in the lead so far. Here comes the 0-1. Lindbergh. He misses the zone and he watches it. Good job there. Gets him in the count now, 1-1. Now Lindbergh. With the 1-1. Here comes home. It's on the outside corner and called a strike. Makes the count now 1-2. Now Lindbergh. Behind in the count, 1-2. Here comes home. Fastball misses the zone, 2-2. And Meyer looking to try and find any pitch that's going to put away Will Lindbergh here, and get the Beavers to try and swing again here. 2-2. Here comes home. Swing and a miss there from Lindbergh, and that'll do it. So we will head into the top end of the 6th inning. Renegades lead by a score of 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Where's your emergency? Everyone's on their way. What happened? Show your friends not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
All right, and we are back, folks, and you can officially close the book on Ethan Schaefer. He pitched through 5 no-hit innings, and so it'll have to be a combined historic effort for the Renegades here. In the top of the 6th inning, taking the ball for the Renegades is going to be Nate Rosser in his 6th appearance on the season. 2-1 on the season, 22 1/3 pitch, 20 hits given up, 12 runs, 10 earned runs, 16 walks to 24 strikeouts, Ks through 9 to 967, a home run given up, and 4.03 ERA. So I imagine now for the Shavers at least, they can kind of breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief as their son is not going to go up there and pitch anymore in this, what of course is in the makings of a potential historic game. But as a parent, you can't sit back and enjoy it because you're freaking out because you wanted it to happen so badly. So imagine now everybody can kind of loosen up if you're the Shavers, but now if you're the Rossers, oh no, it's your turn to start panicking. Don't worry though, as Rosser comes in with a fastball for a strike there to start this afternoon. And now with this 0-1, fastball in there for another strike, 0-2. Let's talk about Rosser's pitches. A fastball, curveball, changeup, and slider combination. Here comes his 0-2 to the plate. Swings and misses there from the batter, number 18. And Ross is boss on the first at-bat of this game. And this 0-0 from Rosser is popped up to center field and deep, and gone goes the no-hitter and the shutout. It is a home run there. I didn't even get to see who the batter was who just broke this up. Here he comes now down to the plate. It was number 4, Aiden Imperial, and he breaks up the no-hitter and the shutout for the Renegades. It is now 7-1 in favor of the Renegades, but man, what a bid at history there. 19 outs through that for the Renegades as a team, as Rosser comes back with a fastball that misses the zone. As the 1-0 misses the zone and it is 2-0. And thank you, Dan Harrington. The 2-0. Here comes home. Swing and a miss there from the batter, Darren Eels. So now I can kind of breathe a sigh of relief and start talking freely about stats. I was trying my hardest to not say, hey, we're throwing a no-hitter. I was trying to say it without saying it, if you know what I mean. So here's your 2-1. Swing and a miss there from Rosser. Makes the count now 2-2. The softball girls giving their best umpiring impression. Sitting in front of me. Here comes your 2-2 now from Nate Rosser. Fouled off to the left side and heads up in the bullpen. No, just kidding. It was off the fence. So now 2-2. Here comes home. There's a changeup that was ran inside and missed the zone. 3-2. So now 3-2 again. Here comes from Rosser. Swung on and fouled off, and it was off the mask of the home plate umpire. And he gets a standing O from the from our Ohlone athletics section right here in front of us. As the home plate umpire is going to take a minute here to kind of just shake that one off. It was right off his mask. And of course, we had a situation last year at Cabrillo on the final regular season game where the home plate umpire took a foul back right under the neck, and he was gasping for air for several minutes there before he was able to finally get back up. And so luckily this is not a similar situation. We also had Eric Thompson, a home plate umpire in the playoff series against Feather River College, suffer. I believe he suffered a concussion in game 1 of Ohlone College versus Feather River College. 3-2 in there, swing and a miss. And Rosser has himself a second strikeout. And now batting is going to be Anthony Packard. And we have a bit of a special guest, if you will, Coach JD to my left here. And he's wearing the ring. Oh, I love that thing. As the 0-0 is in there for a strike to Anthony Packard. Yeah, the Renegades from last season all awarded their rings this past week, and they are absolute beauties to see. The 0-1 in there for a strike makes it 0-2 now. Now with the 0-2, Nate Rosser kicks and deals, checks swing, and he went. Drop third strike, Nguyen goes to first in time for the out. So Rosser will strike out the 3 of them. but also gives up a solo homer in the mix, and we will head into the bottom end of the 6th. It is 7-1 Renegades.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, folks, and we are back here. And I was just telling JD, you know, like while the mics were off, I mean, it feels like, okay, I can breathe again finally. As if anybody has seen me on game days, they know I'm a nervous wreck on game days, whatever sport it is. And when there's a no-hit bid, it's even worse. It's even worse, folks. There's been about 3 of them since I've been here. And it's funny, too, because Alina Kalpin turned around, gave me a thumbs up, and kind of, you know, like confirming what I'm saying here. And, you know, some of the other athletes laughing, too, as I was speaking about my nervous wreckness, as Calvillo is up, and he first pitch swinging, gets a base hit there. So runners on already for the Renegades. Here now is Jackson Nystrom. And Nystrom takes a breaker that misses the zone. It is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0, bounces to the plate, gets behind Imperial, it is to his left, and he's having trouble finding it as it kept on finding a way to get underneath the umpire's foot as he was backing away from it. And so Calvillo is able to move up to second there on the play. Count now 2-0. And here it comes home to Jackson Nystrom. Check swing. And yes, says the home plate umpire. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 as Calvillo is stealing third. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, and he wasn't home. And it goes through the infield. Calvillo comes all the way around to score. It's an RBI single for Nystrom. Great base running there from Cameron Calvillo. You give that an A++ on your base running score right there. Score is now 8-7 Renegades. And here now is Emmett Finney, and he is in for Arikaki's spot. And his 0-0 misses the zone, and it is 1-0 now. On deck for the Renegades is going to be Josh Algarin. And I imagine he is probably going to go to center field now that Eric Hockey, the center fielder, is out of the game. Swing and a miss there from Finney. Makes the count now 1-1. So we'll get you all the defensive changes once we have them. Josh was my cover athlete this morning as I made a really different version of my game day template for baseball for the Instagram story graphics. Used a picture of him, shot by my friend Timothy. As the 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1-2 now the count. I call it the blackout template because it's all black and white. Actually looks pretty cool, so I'll pull it out for some other games in the future. Finney now, 1-2. Here it comes. Fastball just missed the zone. 2-2. So now with the 2-2, here comes home. Check swing. No. 3-2. And Finney batting from the right side box. Batting at 133 on the season so far. Here comes this 3-2. Line into left field for a base hit. Nice drums. Going to move up to second only. And 2 runners on. No out for the Renegades with 1 home. Here now comes Josh Algarin.
Now batting, center fielder, number 3, Josh Algarin.
And he's coming in for Mahi's spot. So you can close the book on Mahi. And Stevie Hom also on deck now for the Renegades, and he will stay in this game. So that does answer the question that I was asking inside my head there. And we got a mound visit at home, which is why Josh's walk-up song is playing louder and louder. And here comes the home plate umpire. And here we go, folks, now. Mound visit over with now. Meyer is going to come back to the mound. Back behind the plate is Imperial. And Josh Algarin now ready to hit. Josh's season has looked like this. He's batting at 238, on base of 448, and slugging at 381. He has a homer and 4 driven in. And this is a wild pitch that bounced to the plate. Both runners are going to move up now. And of course, the 0-0 misses the zone there. So both runners in scoring position now. I wonder if the current special is on its way now. I would not be surprised, especially with Josh's speed. Now the infielders are playing in, so never mind. I don't think Josh is going to lay down a bunt here. He's going to swing away. Yes, he does. He finds a gap. It gets down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score on a 2 RBI single from Josh Algarin. And the Renegades just keep on pouring it on here. It is 10-1. Here now is Hammer. And And that is going to do it for Myers afternoon. We'll have a new picture for you after the break. Score is 10-1 in favor of the Renegades. We'll be back after this message.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smoke because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, folks, and the new pitcher is going to be the Submariner number 9, Christian Lucero. He is a sophomore right-hander in his 14th appearance on the season. As his 0-0 is in there for a strike, he greets Stevie Hom with a first pitch strike there. And Lucero, 19 in a third, 1-0 on the season as his 0-1 is bounced by Stevie Hom going down the line, throws him out at first, and Josh able to move up to second on the play. So Stevie grounded to a 1-3. Here now is Matthew Leiderman. So going back to Lucero, he is 1-0. 19 in the third, pitched 24 hits, 15 runs, 9 earned runs, 2 walks to 13 strikeouts, 605 Ks through 9, a home run given up, and a 4.19 ERA. He is now going to face Matthew Leiderman after facing Stevie Hom, and Leiderman fouls this one off to the right side. And I believe the Leidermans are listening in live. I do not see them in attendance today. So, Mr. and Mrs. Leiderman, if you're listening, hello, wherever you may be. 0-1 is in there for a strike to Matthew Leiderman, makes the count now 0-2. Leiderman batting at 200 to start this game. Definitely wants to see that batting average rise up as much as he can. The 0-2 fouled off back to the screen, so he's going to stay alive there. And that off-speed stuff is pretty off-speed, if I do say so myself. Got to hold it back there on that swing, 55 miles an hour. Man, that's abusive. Some good stuff there from Lucero. Now Lucero getting a target outside. Here it comes. Slider line up the middle, or up to left field for a base hit. Leiderman is going to try for second on an error throw there from the outfield that gets away from everybody at home. Josh is going to move up there on the error throw, and Leiderman moves up to second. It is a single and an error there for Matthew Leiderman, resulting in an RBI. And so the Renegades just continuing the cycle here, as here now is Liao in the spot for Nguyen. As Liao takes a pitch well outside there for a strike. somehow found the corner there. Good pitch from Lucierro. Now the 0-1 fouls off 0-2 now. So now with the 0-2, here it comes. Liao swings and misses there at his 0-2. So he will go down on strikes. There are now 2 out in the inning. Here now is Joe Silva. Renegades plating 4 of them here in this bottom end of the 6th. And the Renegades got to be feeling good now about the form that they have found recently. Starting to look like that team that we saw break the record books last season. And that's really hard to do when you have a completely different team. I mean, from the ground up, this team is completely different. As the 0-1 in there for a strike, Silva fouled off his 0-0 to the screen. So the count is now 0-2. Now Silva awaits his 0-2. Lucierro has the target set outside and fouled off there by Silva, and he really wanted that one. Now with the 0-2, here comes home, outside for a ball. So now 1-2, here it comes well outside there on a slider from Lucierro. 2-2. So now 2-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss there from Silva. But not before the Renegades were able to put up 4 runs here in the bottom end of the 6th. We will head into the top end of the 7th. It is 11-0 Renegades.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
All right, and so here are all your defensive changes for the Ohlone College Renegades. Playing at first base now is going to be Shea Upton. I believe Nathan Wood is also catching now, as Nguyen is out. Matthew Leiderman at second base. At short is going to be Nick Parker. Owen Prendergast at third base. At center field is going to be Josh Algarin. And in right field is going to be Ethan Liao. And we also have, correction, Emmett Finney, not Ethan Liao. That is Emmett Finney, thank you for that. And now pitching for the Renegades in his 6th appearance is going to be the Japanese-born ball player, Minato Tateno. And Tateno, so far on the season, 0-1 on the season with 5 1/3 pitched. 4 hits given up, 2 runs, both of them are earned runs. 5 walks to 6 strikeouts, Ks through 9 of 10-13, 1 home run given up, and a 3.38 ERA. And I want to thank Dan Harrington real quick as he's given me an update on the Laney College in Napa game. It is 7-5 in the top end of the 9th over there. They got a good one brewing, and the Renegades rolling here in this top end of the 7th inning today. It's been their day as Minato. First pitch in there for a strike. Count is now 0-1. Now with the 0-1. Misses the zone. 1-1. Next batter is going to be number 35, Marcus Babayuta. Minato has a fastball, slider, cutter, and changeup. That was his cutter there for a strike. So now with the 1-2, Minato kicks and deals. Here it comes. That was, it looked like another cutter, but I think that might have been the slider there. Foul back to the screen. And the 1-2, here it comes. Line into left field for a base hit, and that is the second hit of the game, and it is going to be extra bases again. And Babayuta will set up camp at second base. He's got himself a double here. And now here comes Dominic Ott as we are back to the top of the order.
Yeah, hit by pitch. Oh, that got him in the elbow. Yeah, he's got an elbow guard, but he wears it a bit high.
So here comes the 0-0 now from Tateno, and it is popped up to right center field, and no man's land. Josh with a diving play! Are you kidding me? Somehow, some way, able to range all the way over. And Josh, how do you have that range, my friend? That is insane. Coming from the gap in left center field all the way over to the right center field gap. If you've ever been at Renegade Field, you know that in right center field there's the Ohlone Renegade baseball tag. It landed right about in between the base of the S and the E in baseball. And he was playing about maybe 7 steps to the left of the 400 marker. Runner does move up to third, though, but there is one out, and one heck of a play there by Josh. Unbelievable play there. As the 0-0 misses the zone, and it is 1-0. So now with the 1-0, here it comes. Slider misses the zone, 2-0. Man, there are a ton of highlights in this game so far for the Renegades. 2-0, slider, swing and a miss there. Ryland Druck looking to try and put across a run here for the Beavers. Needs a productive out or anything more than that. 2-1, swung on and missed, 2-2. So now with the 2-2, Minato kicks and deals. Slider in there, strike 3 called. Two out in the inning now. And here comes Willie Tatum. And this is the first time that we are talking about Willie Tatum, so let's give his stats out real quick. 125 batting average, 246 on base, 196 slugging for Will Tatum. And Tatum with his 0-0. It's a slider in there for a strike. So now with the 0-1, Minato kicks and deals. Slider misses the zone. So Minato, now with the 1-1, here comes home. And that was the cutter that missed the zone. 2-1. And Minato given a steady diet of cutters and sliders so far. We've seen one fastball and not even a chance at his changeup yet. There's a slider. Just missed the zone apparently. 3-1.
Spot. Too much plate. Spot's a miss. Way too much plate.
And we got a horseback rider riding a horse all the way out in no man's land center field, now behind the batter's eye. Here's your 3-1, swing and fouled off to the right side. 3-2.
Finally, his first fastball. Oh, good look, Spot.
Now 3-2, here it comes home. It is a slider that has popped up to center field and deep. Josh can't range all the way back on this one. And it's going to be a RBI double, and now Tatum is digging for third. He is safe on a headfirst dive. So he has a 2-out RBI triple there. It's a great swing in the bat there by Tatum. Keeps the inning alive and another run scored for the Beavers. Here now is Wyatt Balky.
One pitch away, on kid.
And Wyatt takes inside there on a slider from Minato. 1-0. Now with the 1-0, here it comes. Fastball in there for a strike.
Hi, Manny, let's go.
So with the 1-1, here comes home. It's a slider. And registered at 68, missed the zone. 2-1. Minato now with a 2-1. Here comes home. Another slider. Bounced over to Leiterman. Makes the awkward play there and throws it to first in time for the out. And so the Renegades surrender a few hits and a run given up, but they still lead by 9. A score of 11-2. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this break.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on the way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
All right, and we are back here. And Keely, you said 5-4, right? Keely, you said 5-4 at the softball field, right? 5-0. Minnesota. Minnesota leading 5-0. Thank you, Keely, for that. Leading Holy Names 5-0, and she's our center fielder. Well, utility outfielder, but usually center fielder for Ohlone softball. She'll be in action tomorrow with the rest of her teammates. You can listen live here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. Start time is still up in the air. It says online like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. I'm not sure. Just check the Ohlone Athletics. Here now is Shea Upton, and he is in now for Will Lindbergh, and we are in the bottom end of the 7th inning. And so Shea Upton batting at .368 to start this game, .478 on base and .526 slugging. He has 5 RBIs, 2 triples, 7 singles, and he is 7 for 19 on the season. His 0-0 misses the zone. He is ahead in the count now, 1-0. So now with the 1-0, Upton fouls this one off back to the screen to the right side. 1-1 is the count. So now with the 1-1, here it comes. Wow. That was an interesting windup there, as it looked like Lucierro didn't even set his feet there. Very interesting windup there, the Submariner. He didn't even like. Usually he clunches the ball, is what he just did now on the 2-1, which was fouled off. Usually he clunches the ball and places his glove hand and his throwing hand together right across his face, and then goes into his windup. But on that last pitch there, he did not. And now the home plate umpire catching it there, and they think that the home plate umpire gave him a warning there, and I think that the umpire just saw exactly what I just saw. Is that looked interesting, but it did look like he was winding up like normal. Just looked like he changed it up there for a minute. I mean, you're allowed to change up your windup.
And you're hating on me? You're related to a ginger.
And so that last pitch will not go up on the board. It is 2-2 now. Here it comes home now. Fouled off by Shea Upton. It was in on his hands there, and the fact that he was able to get contact on that was something impressive in and out of itself, but I imagine his hands are not liking that right now. It was one of those swings that has your hands vibrating afterwards. Here comes the 2-2 again. In on the hands and fouled off again. And so Shea Upton apparently not afraid of arthritis or carpal tunnel. Fouling off 2 nasty ones inside. 2-2 again. Outside. And the count was 2-2 on the scoreboard, so that's why I had 2-2, but he is walking to first base. So that is ball 4. And Upton will reach on a walk there to start the bottom of the 7th inning. And here now is Prendergast. Prendergast takes on the outside corner for a ball, and he's batting from the left side batter's box to start this game. He's one that really wants to try and get it going. Hasn't had the production that he was hoping for, as his 1-0 misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Batting at 167 to start this game, and 348 on base, 222 slugging. He has 6 RBIs though. So he's really efficient with the base hits that he does get, as his 2-0 in there for a strike. Prendergast now swings and fouls off his 2-2. If he would have hung back there, probably would have gotten some good contact there, and he knew it. He wanted to hold back his swing, but just swung a hair too early there on that pitch, and had Shea Upton going on the pitch there I imagine Upton is probably going to go again. No. 2-2 bounces to the plate, and it's 3-2. And with the full count, let's see if Upton is going to motion here. On deck is Jackson Nystrom. He's the only one who hasn't had a replacement yet, as Prendergast was hit by a pitch. I missed it entirely, but I thought he was hit by a pitch and was confirmed there off the mic. So Prendergast will reach on a hit by a pitch. Hey, just get on base, right? That's all you got to do. Here now is Jackson Nystrom. And he is the only starter that is still out there for the Renegades, as his 0-0 misses the zone. I mean, if you're going to pick one starter to keep out there, I guess it's the guy that's hit 7 home runs through 16 games. I guess that's probably the guy you want to stick with. As the 1-0 in there for a strike. Now with the 1-1, here comes home. And Nystrom tried to hold back as long as he could there on that pitch. Swings right over the top of it and fouls it back off, and it is 1-2 now. Lucero doing a good job here out of the pin, showing off some good stuff. 1-2, swing and a miss there from Nystrom for the first out of the inning. Finney, who's 1 for 1 with a single, came around to score in the bottom end of the 6th. Now has runners on again here, as he takes on a pitch that was well outside, makes the count 1-0. Now Finney with the 1-0. Here it comes. Looked like a changeup in there for a strike. Makes the count now 1-1. So now what am I saying? What in the world am I saying? What am I doing here? My brain is completely falling apart. Finney takes a 1-1 and misses the zone. What in the world? My brain is breaking apart here. I need a coffee. 2-1. Swing and a miss there from Finney.
All right, mate. Get on top.
I believe. Base hit. Pull this one.
2-1.
Now 2-2 to Finney. Fouls this one off to the left side. On deck is Josh Algarin for the Renegades, and he had himself a wonderful defensive play. Also cleared the bases with a 2 RBI single, then came around to score himself. 2-2. Bounces away from the plate, and Shea Upton could have had a chance there to move up and decides not to. Although in a game like this, I mean, yeah, it's a mistake, but it doesn't loom large at least.
It's hard.
3-2. Finney awaits. Here it comes. Both runners are going. Swing and a miss there from Finney. A throwback to third. In and out of the glove, but he's going to be called out there on the play by Shea Upton is called out there on the play, and now the call is changed to safe. In and out of the glove. And so Josh, very similar position here, with 2 runners on in scoring position. Josh, who's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs, looking for 2 more here potentially. As his 0-0 misses the zone, 1-0. On deck is Nick Parker for the Renegades, and he would be swinging for Stevie Hom.
Sometimes there's no warnings. We had a catcher that got thrown out like immediately. Yeah. What? Not us. The other team. It was the 3-game series where the catcher just. Oh, there's our warning. Both sides give us.
And so, a warning issued to the Beavers here as Josh swings at this 1-0 high and deep to left off the top of the wall. And Josh is going to round second, and he's gonna stay at second now. And he's got himself another 2 RBI base hit. It is a 2 RBI double. Score is now 13-2 Renegades. And we were just maybe an inch or 2 away from having another bye-bye baby here on the Fremont campus, as Parker is now up and takes pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And Parker takes an 0-1 that bounces to the plate, 1-1. Man, so it's just literally, it bounced right off the top of the wall on the yellow tape that goes across the wall. Swinging and a miss there from Parker makes the count now 2-1. So you're 1 extra rep away there, Josh, from hitting a home run. So hit the weight room, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. Doing a great job so far today, and definitely is much needed. So he wants to try and find some play time, and going 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs and making an unbelievable defensive play is definitely the way to do it. You get limited opportunities, well then absolutely shine in those limited opportunities and more will come. There's the words of wisdom there from Mondo. 1-2, here it comes. Fouled off to the left side. Let's talk about Nick Parker's season so far. He's batting at 125 to start this game, on base of 300 and slugging at 125. He has 1 RBI on the season. Now Parker has a slider that goes well outside for a ball. 2-2.
It has not worked once. I don't know why we're still doing it.
2-2 with 2 out now. Lucierro looking to try and find his put-away pitch, and this 2-2 is fouled off to the right side.
It's generally how it works. No, just, whoever the umpire sees better, they'll pick Stover. They'll get Stover.
2-2, here it comes. Parker bounces this one to the right side. Second baseman with the running play. Off-balance throw back to first in time for the out.
That boy out.
And so 2 runs are going to score here in this inning for the Renegades, both off a 2 RBI double from Josh Algarin. We'll head into the top end of the 8th. It is 13-2 Renegades.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, so while we were in the break, Mr. Jack Hom over here decided to go and count into my microphone. But guess what, sir? It was muted. So I've won this battle for now, at least. But on comes the war. All right. We got a new pitcher to tell you about. A lot of defensive changes in this game for the Renegades. Kind of reminds me of last season a little bit. There's a ton of defensive changes. Anyways, Joey Stover, the left-hander. Yes, left-hander, because we have left-handed pitching now here at Ohlone College. It's his 4th appearance on the season. He has no decisions, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, a Ks through 9 of 18 exact, and a 4.5 ERA. 4.50. So Stover with his 0-0, check swing, strike. And so let's talk about Stover's pitches. He throws a fastball, slider, changeup, and splitter. As the 0-1 in there for a strike.
All day long. I'm trying to time up to what he's supposed to. How you doing? I'm not trying.
And the 1-2. Joey, fastball elevated there on the outside corner, misses the zone.
I need him to hit a 9 spot right now.
And the batter is the mysterious number 18, who is not listed anywhere. Here comes the 1-2.
Yeah.
Fastball swung on and missed there.
There you go, Stowe.
And Stover with a first strikeout of this game. Here now is the batter number 10, Dylan Herfurth. And Herfurth is a catcher. No batting average on the season, and that is listed through 14 at-bats. Is 0-0 in there for a strike. Makes the count now 0-1. We are 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 43 seconds through this game here at Ohlone College. Stover with the 0-1. Just missed the zone there, and it is 1-1. And so now the 1-1 from Stover. Here it comes home. Swing and a miss there on a fastball. 1-2.
Clap. Sam? 88. No, 88. No, yeah. How about it? 89.
And so Stover now with the 1-2. Here comes home. Inside. Just avoided the batter. Herfurth. So now with the 2-2, here comes home again. Swung on and missed there by Herfurth. 2 strikeouts for Joey Stover. And here now is Darren Eels. The 0-0 in there for a strike. 0-1.
8 and 9. Off 9.
Now the 0-1. Fouled off to the right side. 0-2.
Look at this. Ever since you got the first 9. 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 8, 9.
Now with the 0-2. Stover looking to try and strike out the side. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and Joey strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom end of the 8th. Renegades lead by 12. No, by 11. We'll be back. 13-2.
Look.
911, where's your emergency? Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
All right, and we are back here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. It has so far just been a routing so far by the Renegades. Everybody, it seems like, has gotten a highlight at this point in the game. And when I say everybody, I literally mean everybody. It seems like somebody has done something noteworthy in this game. And that's, you know, what you want to see for a team that, you know, has a very rich history of being championship worthy teams and championship contending teams. So now here is the due up. Here's due up for the Renegades. It's going to go Leiterman, then the catcher spot, which is going to be filled up by Nathan Wood in a moment here, who is on deck, and then Silva's spot, the DH spot, as Leiterman takes a pitch that misses the zone. 1-0. Matthew 1 for 1 on the afternoon so far with a single. And we do have a new pitcher to tell you about. I just haven't seen his number yet because he hasn't turned around. So just give me a minute here before I'm able to tell you who the next pitcher is.
Maybe he's just getting a bullpen.
As that 1-0 is in there for a strike. The next pitch, or the newest pitcher, is number 11, Wyatt Balke. And so he is a two-way player, outfielder and pitcher. And Balke's 1-1 is on the ground to the right side, and that'll be a 4-3 ground out there for Matthew Leiterman. Go Wood! Here is now Nathan Wood. And Nathan with his 0-0. Takes inside and gets hit right across the shoulder blades there, and it looked like it might have kind of dipped into his neck a little bit there. A bit of a scary hit by pitch there for Nathan Wood, but he's okay. He immediately takes first base. So here now is Joe Silva.
Let's go, Big Joe! Big Bubba.
And Silva pops this one up to left center field and medium distance. And it is off the left fielder's glove. Wood is going to move up to third there on the play, and Silva will reach on an E7.
You're going to get ejected.
Now batting, first base, number 13, Shea, up to.
And it's what I say every single day. Every time we talk about one of these games, for the opposing team playing in left field, you have to have really strong eyes. The sun is currently setting on the left fielder's eyes right now, and you have to think that definitely did play a factor. In the end, you're right under it. You got to make the play, but it really is a tough play. It's not an easy one when you have the sun right in your face. And so the good old sun strikes again here. Here comes the 0-1 now, as Upton was well ahead of that one. Swings and misses, 0-2. Upton reached on a walk in his last attempt, and he scored as well. Here comes his 0-2 now to the plate. Kicks and deals from Balky, 1-2. As it was too far elevated and inside there. On deck is going to be Owen Prendergast. Here comes the 1-2, and it goes behind Shea Upton there. None of the runners are going to move up, though, as it was a wild pitch there. None of the runners move up, and I think that they're going to say it was a hit by pitch there, as it sounded like it might have hit something from Shea Upton. Not trying to steal words from Jack Hom over there, but it did sound like it at least.
Give him first base.
And I guess they're going to say that it was off the bat, so
I think Shea wants it anyway. Let's go, Shea.
they're going to officially call that a foul ball then. Oh, no, they are not. They're going to call it a ball. 2-2 now. Strike 3 called in the outside corner there on the 2-2. And so a backwards K for Upton.
Owen Prendergast. I'm going to feel lonely. Go, Pendy!
And here now is Owen Prendergast. And it is a fastball in there on Owen to start the at-bat. 0-1 is the count. And the 0-1 swung on and missed there, 0-2. Prendergast trying to find a way aboard here. Here comes his 0-2. Fastball misses the zone, 1-2. Let's quickly check the analytics here of our stream. We've had 400 people coming in to listen to this game, so thank all of you for tuning in and listening to Ohlone College baseball. And in there for strike 3 is Balky on a slider there, gets Prendergast looking. So two backwards Ks to end the inning. 3 outs remaining in this game, with the Beavers down by 11. 13-2. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey guys, it's Mela Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, fans, and we are back, and I just quickly wanted to mention another thing real quick about our views. Our views have been on the up lately. Our previous softball stream, which happened about a week and a half ago, I want to say, had about 200 people listening, and then today we have just under 400, and now reaching 400 exactly at this current moment in time. So thank you all so much And keep the interactions coming, keep the views coming, keep liking and subscribing. It really shows the school, you know, just how much, you know, streaming these games could be worth to them. So thank you all so much for coming by and listening. You know, stopping in our little corner here in the Bay Area in California, in our little corner of the world in Fremont, California. We got a new pitcher to tell you about. It's going to be the right-handed freshman, number 18, Ray Hernandez. It is his 4th appearance on the season. He is 1-0, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks to 5 strikeouts, Ks through 9 of 9 exact, and a 10.80 ERA. Biniam Gebhardt is going to be playing in left field for the Renegades. And here we go with Hernandez. Fastball in there for a strike to start this top end of the 9th. And let's talk about Hernandez's pitch selection here. He's got a fastball, changeup, curveball, slider, and knuckle curve. And that looks like the knuckle curve right there on the 0-1 delivery, in there for a strike. 0-2. Now with the 0-2, grounded to the left side. Parker has it, throws it to first in time for the out.
Hey, you see Ben was on deck. I was talking to him, bro. Did you see who's in left? Yeah, he was in left field.
And here now is Hernandez.
Bro, please take a video. Please take a video. Look at him.
Dude, what do you mean why is he in left?
Hernandez with the 0-0. Fastball misses the zone. It is 1-0. So now with the 1-0, here it comes home. Fastball again. Finds the zone there for a strike. Now the 1-1, swing and a miss there. 1-2 is the count. Just forgot to mention that the batter, it's Marcus Babayuta. And Babayuta with the 1-2. Here it comes. Fastball fouled off to the left side. And so the 1-2 now to Babayuta. Here comes home. Hernandez gets him to go fishing there on a fastball well outside. Swing and a miss there. Strikeout. 2 out now in the inning. And the Beavers down now to their final out. Here now is the batter number 24, Duncan Hansen, batting at 192 to start this game. First pitch misses the zone there from Hernandez, and it is now 1-0. 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 51 seconds here in this game for the Renegades. And the Beavers. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Hansen now awaits the 1-1 from Ray. Here it comes. Off speed in there for a strike, registered at 72 miles per hour. And now Hernandez looking for the final strike of the afternoon. He kicks and he deals. It is a slider that is flared up and caught by Nick Parker in shallow center or even in the deep infield for the final out. And so, folks, that'll do it. the Renegades put together a complete game against the American River Beavers by a score of 13-2, and Ohlone College Athletics go 2-0 this afternoon after Chabot College came down to play our softball team, ending by a score of 9-1. And this game here between American River Beavers and the Ohlone College Renegades ending by a score of 13-2. For the Renegades, this was pretty much all she wrote. Everybody contributing in this win. And when I say everybody, I literally mean everybody contributing in this win. It seemed like everybody had a moment at least once in this game, and that is going to do it, folks. I'd like to thank you all so much for listening, and thank you for your support of Ohlone College Athletics. This has been Armando Galan, and you have been listening to Ohlone College Baseball on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. Make sure to stay tuned tomorrow for our softball game. And until tomorrow, good night, everybody, and be well. Thank you for listening.